Are we starting?
I mean, we'll see.
Do we start?
He does this every time.
I need to know when we start.
And you know what? Every single time, I cut it out.
I don't need to slide in. I need to just tell me when to hit the gas.
All right, hit the gas.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Democracy Now!
Well, it's new to me.
Yep, I'm your host, Jeff Sheen.
You're not the host. You're a guy on the podcast.
I'm slowly taking over this
second
pod.
mic.
No, I'm taking over
You're just
now.
upset because yours failed already.
Mine didn't fail. It was just annoying to schedule.
Sure.
Your what failed?
My other podcast.
Oh.
Tough Questions, TQ.
Oh, okay.
More listeners than this one, obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
not this last week. We had thousands of listeners this last week, and we don't know why.
Isn't it because you were talking about, like, Asian folklore?
Yeah.
Gus, you know anything about Asian folklore?
No.
You were over there.
Yeah, I was over there.
They didn't talk folklore when you were living there?
No, I didn't
Nobody
have a
told
lot
you
of
a story?
folklore conversations, no. I didn't really know a lot of that stuff, you know?
Didn't
I wasn't
want to?
there. I wasn't there for the folklore.
What were you there for?
The puss. No.
Oh, my God!
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I? Yeah, we
You
can
say that.
Yeah. No.
Edit that out, Wilfred.
I'll bleep it. I'll bleep the word pussy.
No. Say pussy. Edit the word pussy back into it because I
okay.
didn't finish the word pussy.
I'll have like
Yeah.
I'll edit it so it's like Chris Rock saying pussy over your.
Yeah, put his face over my face too.
You did hesitate halfway through and stop.
Yeah. Pussy. No,
There it is.
I
Yes.
learned Chinese. That's why I went there. I
You
wanted.
learned Chinese?
Yeah. Well, I learned it in college, and I went over there to.
I didn't know this. Gus and I have been very good friends since 2019,
Yeah.
Really?
and he
That's about
went
6 years.
to Princeton. Had no idea.
You didn't know he went to Princeton?
No.
Even I knew that.
Yeah, Jeff knew that. Jeff went to Princeton too.
Sure.
We were in the same class. Me and Gus always pranking the dean. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Streaking through the
Yeah. Uh-oh. The water's colored like Kool-Aid in the fountain.
Uh-oh, yeah.
Classic Princeton
Yeah.
dean pranks.
Yeah. I don't bring it up a lot because it's not cool in comedy. At least.
Yeah,
too.
it's actually it shows how much money you wasted.
Right. Yeah. How well my parents wasted. Yeah.
Sure.
For sure.
What'd you go to Princeton for? What makes you think you're better than me?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I tested well, I guess.
Yeah.
What did you go for?
What did I go for?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know what I was going to major in until I got there.
Oh, what did you major in? Is one.
Computer science.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't know what you were going to major in?
No, not
That's
till.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
didn't know what I was going to major in either.
Yeah, but you went to like a stupid state school.
No, I went to Seattle
Yeah.
University, a Jesuit school.
Oh, wow.
And Jesuits are the Catholics that think education's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, all right. Jesuits are
Yeah,
cool.
they're the Princeton of
No, they are
Catholics.
not.
They're the
Yeah.
Catholic Princetons.
No,
That's what
no.
they actually call themselves that.
Jesuits?
Yeah.
If anything, Jesuits are the people that just go over there and ruin other countries.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Like Shogun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
No.
Those Jesuits.
Shogun's made up.
Going over to
Yeah.
Japan,
That's true. Actually.
you know, pushing people over bridges
Yeah.
Sure.
if they don't believe.
If they don't believe education's worth anything.
So you're going to go computer science, huh?
Yeah, but that was I did computer science, but the thing that I actually learned there was Chinese.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I mean, I don't work in computer science. I never really used that degree, but I learned Chinese pretty good. They got a pretty good program. And
Mandarin?
Mandarin,
Oh, okay.
And
What's
then-
the other one?
Cantonese, and there's a handful of other ones, but
so isn't one of them just a written language?
well, they all use the same written language. And so
what's that?
well, we just call it Chinese.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, it's all the same language technically, but it's kind of dialect, I guess. But it's so different that it's often called a different language.
Is it like
Yeah.
English and Spanish? Like same
Yeah.
alphabets,
Yeah,
but different?
I would say like Mandarin and Cantonese are like German and Dutch, or even like English and Dutch or something. Like they sound sort of similar, but like every word has a different little twang on it.
Okay.
But all the words are the same. Like if you wrote it out, a Cantonese and a Mandarin person could read the same text.
So it's almost like English in New York and English in the South.
yeah, it's further apart than that, but
Like
Yeah.
Louisiana English.
yeah, I guess so. It's just mutually unintelligible. Like if you grew up in Hong Kong and never learning Mandarin, which would be pretty hard, but if theoretically that person would have a hard time understanding Mandarin because
Okay.
they're that different.
Wait,
Oh,
Hong
okay.
Kong does Cantonese.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who does Mandarin?
Everywhere else. I mean, it's like the official language of all of China, but different regions have their own little dialects too. Like there's Sichuanese and there's Shanghainese.
Oh.
Szechuanese, I've had their peppers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
They're peppercorns.
Yeah, they got good peppercorns.
Yeah.
They do. They've got the peppers that have like a mouth numbing effect. It's not too spicy.
But it
Yeah.
numbs your mouth?
Yeah, it's a different kind of spicy.
Why would you want that?
It's really good. It's
Pretty good. Pretty
Yeah.
good flavor.
What do you guys want a
It's
numb
fun.
mouth for?
like a different kind. It's not like Novocaine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
sort
you
of, it's
guys
like
just
a
drooling all
Yeah.
over the place.
It's like
Sounds
tingling.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Pop Rocks.
Yeah. Have you ever like eaten hot pot or something with those little
Yeah.
peppers in
Olive oil has a slight effect, mouth numbing effect too.
it? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a good olive oil.
You know, Chelsea I bought Chelsea a bunch of olive oil. She's all about olive oil. I've never seen somebody so about olive oil and the quality of the oil.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I got her some. It was on sale at the supermarket, and I was like, "We were out. Check that out." And she's like, "Oh no!" And it was an olive oil sunflower seed oil blend,
Mm.
Oh,
which is fine, right?
Oh,
I don't
geez,
know.
Wasn't pure.
you got to go pure.
Whatever. You're just cooking with it. You're just throwing a hunk of chicken in there.
I watched a YouTube video and what's his face? The guy,
Gordon Ramsay,
the guy that we watched that does like journalism, Johnny Harris.
Johnny Ramsay,
He
Gordon.
was shut up.
Kitchen Nightmares.
He was doing a thing about olive oil and how a lot of the olive oil that we get is fake olive oil.
Yeah. So who gives a shit?
Yeah, I
Blend
mean,
it with sunflower oil.
that actually doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't matter because whatever rate olive oil that you were gonna buy, because you were probably gonna buy the cheapest one,
Absolutely.
wasn't olive oil anyways.
Yeah, and you only need the high quality stuff if you're making like a dressing. Not
Yeah.
if you're cooking in it.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna want to cook with it.
Who gives a crap?
Yeah,
You know?
Not me.
yeah.
That's right, Gus.
I just had to. Yeah.
What do you?
I got tired of just holding the microphone, listening to you guys like
Oh,
talk about
sure,
olive oil.
yeah.
So I just put it down, and then I realized I had to.
Oh,
you're
you're over
hit it
the
right.
olive oil
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
All right, fine. What do you want? To
There we
talk?
go.
What oil do you want to talk about? Pick your oil right now.
Top oil.
Top oil.
Top oil. I mean, it's olive oil is the real
Oh,
answer.
I'm
But I
gonna-
was trying to say a different
I'm
one.
gonna jump in and say sesame.
Yeah, I was gonna say sesame.
Really?
Yeah, just
So
for
much
fun.
flavor in sesame.
Toasted sesame.
You're both wrong.
So much.
Yeah.
Crude.
Yeah.
World can't run without that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
just
luck getting your oil.
Oklahoma
Little-
crude.
Drizzle it on a salad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good luck getting your olive oil deliveries without crude. You need crude, dude.
Yeah. Here, I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Okay, Democracy Now. Yeah, Gus Tate is our guest.
Already did all this.
No, I'm cutting out your part.
No, don't cut out my part. I'm the host.
I was in Seattle. Just got back yesterday.
Heard of it.
And by the way, we got to shout out a bunch of listeners who showed up to the show.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
I swear to God, I was like,
What,
I'm
your brother?
I'm handing out some stickers, and one of them are the Democracy Now stickers. I said, I'm handing out some stickers. This is of our podcast, and someone yelled out, "Democracy Now!" And then 3 people wooed in the audience.
Wow.
So I can individually name the people that showed up.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, my brother was there, Joe.
Sure.
Hey. Luke Hightower, Emily,
Okay.
Keegan Noakes. These are Luke and Keegan I went to college with.
All right. All right. Asian?
No Asians.
Not a single.
Not
Just
a
3
single
whites and your
Oh,
brother?
Damn.
And then I think Johnny Prosef was there. There are some other ones. Oh, Anthony Zabala, who also gave me. He has his own little line of clothing. Gave me some clothes.
Really?
Yeah.
But
So,
nobody was Asian.
Anthony Zabala is Filipino.
Oh, okay. There
Yes.
we go. We're
Counts.
trying to reach. Maybe you can help us.
Yeah.
Can you
no.
say "Listen to Democracy Now" in
in Chinese?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait, what is democracy? Juyi.
Hilarious. They don't have a word for it.
Oh man, Tokyo Juyi. I'm embarrassing myself.
What is it?
Oh, Minju Juyi.
Minju Jui.
Minju Juyi. It's definitely Min. It's like because Min is people, so it's like Minju is like democracy. Oh, Minju. I think it's Minju. Yeah, democracy.
Is it? It's tonal, right? The language.
Min is second tone, and ju is.
Is
third
there a
tone.
word that's so min? So as we would spell that min.
Yeah.
But isn't there a way? Is there another word that's like that?
Oh, that's min. Min.
Like, is there a word that you say it like slightly differently, and then it just means like elephant or something?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's tons of those.
Really?
Yeah. For min, I don't know. I mean, the classic one that people say is like ma is your mom and ma is a horse. So obviously you can get into some trouble there.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Especially
ma?
talking about a stepmom.
Wilfred,
That's true.
please.
There's
So
a family
ma
podcast.
is your mom.
Ma.
Ma?
Yeah, first tone. Ma.
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 And then was horse?
Ma.
Ma. Like a sheep.
Yeah.
Ma. Ma.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
trouble you can get into with that.
Yeah. But I mean, people say that, but then I mean, the truth is that like with context, it's never that
Yeah, I was
crazy.
gonna say,
you know?
if you speak fast, you could lose it.
Yeah, no one's gonna be like, "Well, you fucked my horse."
What
you
the
know?
hell? Not my horse.
Yeah.
Only my mother, please.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like that's like always like a fun fact that like linguists, you know, you should like, oh, you got to be careful because the tones are. But
Okay.
really, you can get away with a lot.
You do context.
Got
Yeah.
I guess we got that with like fat, you know? That girl is fat. Or that girl's fat.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, we definitely
What'd you
say
say
that.
about that girl?
People still say that, right?
We say that these days.
Yeah, fat.
Yeah.
My fat wife.
Yeah, here comes my fat wife.
Hey, what'd you say about your fat wife? Don't talk about your fat wife like that. No. I said fat.
Yeah, that's what-
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So you'll love this. So I go to a wedding, right?
Oh, yeah.
The wedding in
Oh,
Seattle.
was the bride. Was she fat?
She was fat. Yeah. What a fat wedding.
That's funny.
And not a black person in the room.
Okay.
There's 185 people.
All right.
Not one black person. It's all whites.
Well,
and,
all right.
And Asians.
Not a crime.
And Asians. And I'm afraid to say, in this room, you were right. Asians are white in this room. And
Let's hear it.
I didn't understand how it all made sense until
I've been saying this, Gus. See if you Asian people are starting to fall under the umbrella of white.
Oh yeah, I've heard this.
See? I think
Yeah.
it's becoming quite common.
he's heard
Yeah.
this from me though.
Oh, you're the one that told?
No. I know. I've heard people say that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure about it though. I don't.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, Wilfred wants to finish.
Let me
his-
tell the story,
Yeah.
and then we can get into the debate.
Fine.
But so it's it feels like what you would envision like a Wall Street party to look like.
Huh?
Like if you envisioned like
Everyone's shouting numbers and waving tickets.
if you envisioned a party where like everyone is like very drunk and dancing to Lil Jon or
Oh.
whatever. Like it's you know.
To the windows.
Yes, exactly.
Everybody's twerking badly.
And I had no idea that white people can't dance unless they know every word to the song. That's what was happening at every single song. Unless if they didn't know all the words, then they would like kind of sit it out. But here's where
Is that true?
Oh, for me, yeah. I mean, I don't usually dance, but if it's a song that I like so much that I know all the words to it,
then you gotta
yeah.
dance to it.
Yeah, I'll dance.
Yeah.
It is hard to dance for us.
Yeah.
I mean, I was not having an easy time, but I was sober at a wedding. Didn't
Okay.
know anyone. I was very self-conscious.
Okay.
And so instead, I was trying to sit back and observe white culture.
Oh yeah,
I
take
was
it
doing
in.
my studying.
Take it in.
And this is where it gets really fun. So the Kendrick Lamar song "They're Not Like Us" starts playing,
Oh, nice.
and
They're not like us.
a whole bunch of white people start singing "They're Not Like Us," and I was like, "Who's us right now?" You guys know what this song is about? It's about how Drake isn't like us actual black people.
Oh, is that what it's about?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Neither one of us
Yeah.
knew that.
I thought you knew that because I thought that's why, because you would jokingly sing it around. I thought that's what you understood that.
No,
But anyways,
I didn't know Drake was the they. I thought they was like rich, powerful people.
No, Drake is it's a diss song to Drake,
Right.
and they being like people who were like culture vultures, who were like taking advantage of the culture and pretending to be from the streets when they're not.
Oh, see, I thought they was like the upper echelon class.
But I'm watching 180 white people saying they're not like us.
They probably thought the same thing we thought.
Yeah.
Just like a bunch of people think like this is what Bernie's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a racist anthem. I thought it was like other races are not.
Oh,
like
they're
us.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I love.
They're
it,
not
personally.
pure.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I don't know music at all, so I was not aware.
And then I went to one of Teresa's friends, good guy. His name's Ryan, lives in Philly, and he's like, this isn't cool. He is a white guy, but he was like, this is wrong. They should not be singing along.
Oh,
That's
sure. I mean, let them have their fun.
Yeah.
Let them enjoy life.
Sure.
Trump
And then-
won. Let them have a nice time.
And then Macklemore started playing afterwards, and I was like, you guys should be singing to this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Macklemore rips. Can't get enough of that guy.
Yeah. But anyways, back to this debate of Asians and whites.
Oh.
This is a situation where I was like, oh, okay, these Asians who are also singing along to
I was
They're
going to
Not
say,
Like
what
Us.
made you, where did the Asian part come into this?
So there were Asians there also singing along to They're Not Like Us. And I was like, oh, you as a community don't understand what's going on in this song.
So you're saying the Asian people at this wedding were just as clueless as the whites?
Yes. So that was one white community.
Mm-hmm.
With Asians included, but they're white in this situation, not understanding what the context of what they're saying.
Okay, and then this strengthens the argument of Asian people
yes.
falling under the umbrella of,
Yes.
I don't know if I want to say we're an umbrella,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Superpower.
Raincoat.
Yeah, we are the superpower in the country
Yes.
currently.
So yeah. You don't agree that Asians are white?
No. I mean, it's debatable if there's even. I don't put much stock into racial differences in the first place, but I think if they are different, then they're different. You know what I mean? Like I hear a lot of people be like changing the goalposts of like, oh well, like we need more non-whites in this in this school or whatever,
Sure.
and then they'll be like, oh, well, we got a bunch of Asians, and then people are like, that doesn't count.
Doesn't
They're
count,
basically
yeah.
white, and it's like, what? Well, then what are the rules?
Yeah.
You're just changing the rules.
Mm-hmm. They are out, right? Don't they no longer get the?
Yeah, and I think all that's kind of silly. It's like, why
Yeah.
why do we even have categories then?
I think that was like almost the some of the arguments started gaining momentum.
Yeah. That,
Once Asian people in colleges started like not checking off the affirmative action card,
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, they're white.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like if you define white as like successful and like well off, then it's like,
yeah, then they're white.
yeah, then they're white. But it's like, is that the criteria?
And is that the only criteria that we're basing this off of?
Yeah.
Because there's the question of like, what is the everyday experience like?
Yeah.
And the everyday experience is, from my experience, different than white.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yours is different than white?
Yeah, I'm getting heckled left and
Oh,
right.
God. Here comes this heckle story. Look, Wilfred, I grew up low middle class, so I grew up not white.
Sure. Sure.
Unlike your privileged Asian white.
Yeah.
We were also not white for a while.
Oh, yeah?
We were not white until, I don't think my parents like really hit middle class until, I don't know, 2010.
Really? 2010?
yeah.
We're at on the middle class level, though. We talking middle, upper middle, lower
No,
middle?
right now they're like middle.
Middle.
Right now they're middle, but that's because my dad has like a pension. He's retired, so he's like living off a pension and doesn't have any kids to feed right now.
Yeah, I think your parents beat mine.
Mm-hmm.
You did it.
But your dad was in the Navy. Doesn't he get Navy money?
He gets like the VA, like he goes to the insurance, the hospitals and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. We don't
But
care
they're
about
still
the
low.
military.
They're still low middle. How's it feel? You beat my white family, you son of a bitch.
I love beating your family. Love going to Detroit and just beating them.
Gus, the whitest one on the couch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Princeton
That's me.
money.
Yeah,
there
he
we
got
go.
sent to.
All the
Probably
good it
didn't
did
even
me.
have to try.
Yeah.
What'd your dad do? Just buy him a new wing?
Yeah. No. None of that. But he did. In the interest of transparency, he went to Princeton,
Legacy child.
and his dad went to Princeton.
Oh, you're a
Oh, no.
I'm
legacy.
a double. So I think that helped.
Yeah.
If you go back far enough, were the Tates like a big family?
No.
Yeah.
No.
We got 3 generations of Princeton Tates.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I mean, they've been in Kentucky since like the 1700s.
Oh, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kentucky rich is different.
Kentucky rich?
Yeah.
Since the 1700s, though. That's like the beginning of the country.
Yeah, but that's not northeastern rich.
Sure. But pretty early times.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. But I don't think they were like, I mean, they didn't have like plantations or whatever. There might have been a couple slaves in there.
Nah,
Sure.
I
My
bet there
dad-
was.
My dad looked up the genealogy of there, and they're like, he found some people with no names, if you know what I mean.
Oh, sure.
Really?
Yeah. So they were,
Uh-huh.
I don't know, remember how many there were, but it
Are
wasn't.
you part black?
Maybe. I don't know. I could be. I could be.
The
Yeah.
Tates owned some people.
Yeah, they owned some people.
Wow.
I don't think it was like a big like plantation operation, but you know, back then everybody had a couple.
I mean,
Sure,
Kentucky,
I know.
yeah, they were right on the.
Yeah,
Was Kentucky above or below Mason-Dixon?
it was below, but it was also like a border. It was like a what's the word when it's both like a transfer point on the underground.
Yeah,
railroad?
yeah, it was like a
Oh,
lot of
there's a word
families
for
fighting
it.
families in Kentucky.
Yeah, it's right on the edge. But yeah, there were some slaveholding families, and the Tates
Okay.
were one of them.
Were
Do
the
you
were they involved in the Civil War at all? Do you know?
Yeah, which
no,
side?
my dad knows, but I don't. I'm
Oh.
embarrassing a lot of people on here. I'm embarrassing my Chinese teachers not knowing what democracy means, and my family for not knowing what my family is. But
Sure,
yeah.
Well, your dad knows what he
my dad
won't
knows.
tell you.
Let's get him on the podcast. Let's
Yeah.
let's get my dad.
Yeah, get him on the horn.
Yeah, get him on the horn. You call him up, son. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
You'll never know. I'll take it to the grave with me.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you know why we're not talking about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My
know
brain's
what-
a little gray on the subject.
Yeah. But my mom's Jewish.
Oh,
So
okay.
then that's the whole
Overcorrecting.
overcorrecting. Yeah. So I'm only half white. Then there's the whole thing about our Jews white. A lot of people have opinions on that.
That's
yeah.
that was another.
Yeah.
I think they've been lumped into yes.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, you guys were the predecessor to Asians.
Yeah. Yeah, I think anthropologically.
Yeah, you were the
that
first
works.
Asians.
Yeah. I mean, Italians
Sure.
and Jews were up to debate. Irish
Yeah.
as well.
Irish as well.
Right.
And that's why I think
I think the difference,
I
though,
believe
is,
Asians are
is,
next.
is how different an Asian looks than a white.
Yeah, but I bet if you go back then, they would say the same exact thing about like Italians. They'd probably be like, "There's no way you can obviously spot an Italian.
Well,
Yeah.
They look so different."
Yeah, with all their gold chains out.
As your gold chain hangs out. But I bet back then they could see the difference, like to them, whereas now we're like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
They're all up the back then. Like, you don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But and I think there's going to be a point like with enough white and Asian marriages mixing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's going to get pretty murky.
Asian is now going to be a half Asian person.
Right. It'll all it'll get murky. And then in 1,000 years we're all gonna look,
Yeah.
a various tan.
I think
With
so.
dark
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll all look the same.
Yeah.
What do you think you know how you sent me that video of like the different ways that humanity evolves?
Oh, that long one, All Tomorrows?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
ever
think-
see All Tomorrows?
No.
It was like a book. Somebody wrote it was an internet book. Like one of the first just
Yeah.
written on the internet.
Yeah.
And it took off, and it was just about humanity evolving on different
Yeah.
planets and turning into weird creatures.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
It's
Yeah.
very fun.
Yeah.
It is pretty fun. It's long.
It is
It's
long.
long as hell, and it's a list.
Mhm. It's a long list, and I watched the whole thing in bed for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
What do you think the next step is for humanity in terms of evolution-wise? Not in terms of we're gonna go to Mars.
Okay.
I think that's gonna happen.
Well, I think if we go to Mars and we start going to other planets, our bodies are going to adjust to at least the gravity first.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
So You ever watch The Expanse?
No, what's that?
It's like that. They're in the future people. But then there's people that live on Mars, and there's people that live on like the asteroids in the asteroid belt, and they can't go visit Earth because their bodies have gotten too thin and their bones are weak.
Maybe you're an asteroid person, Gus.
I'm an asteroid person?
Because
Yeah.
he's thin. He's
yeah.
thin and weak.
I was raised on an asteroid. I got asteroid stock.
But the humans are all like, we're very morphable to our environment. We're very, at least mammals. Mammals are.
Earth humans.
Yeah. Yeah, like you put humans in Africa, darker because of the sun. Then you move them up north, less sun. They lighten up in not that long.
Yeah, but you can think the same thing about dogs.
Well, mammals. That's why I said mammals. Mammals are like that.
Okay.
We are mammals.
But same thing about fish. You've got freshwater fish. You've got saltwater fish. You've got fish that are deep under.
Fine. You know what? Life. How about that?
Yeah.
Life. You got me. All life. Checkmate, Wilfred. You won.
All right.
Life adapts.
That's been our episode.
Nice.
That's been all of the podcasts. Actually, I've just been wanting to be right once.
I just want to do debates.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think we're all gonna.
You know what the next morph is gonna be?
The next morph?
Yeah.
Probably. Well, I think at this point we're in control of it. It doesn't happen naturally.
That's the thing is like, since modern medicine, we're not really evolving anymore because people are not dying from the same stuff.
Okay.
And so really it's like, really evolution now is just dating. It's like who's passing their genes on to the next.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that's what's going to decide it is like who's getting pussy. You know what I mean? Like
you
those
think-
those are the traits.
Well, okay.
Wait, did I
I
just
like
hear?
saying pussy.
Did Gus just say that gay people are going extinct?
Yeah. Well, no, if it's genetic. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if it's genetic, then they would. But it can't be, right? Because people have been gay for like a long time, and it's still coming back.
Yeah.
But
No matter how hard we try.
but basically, like the people in charge of that are like, Bumble and Tinder and Hinge and stuff. They're
Do you
controlling
think
human evolution.
with this new wave of short kings that humans are going to get shorter?
No. Because that wave's not real.
It's not sincere.
That's not sincere. We all know that wave is fake. That's a
Yeah.
pat on the head. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Oh, you're short king? That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's just tussling the hair.
That's all,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you're short king. Anyways, I'm going to go bang this taller man. And then on the other side, it's like, body positivity. Big is
Right.
beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you later.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
We're gonna be tall. We're gonna be Gus's, tall and thin.
Yeah, and beautiful. Just intelligent.
Built for the
Sexy.
stars. Because one of the humans in that book thing, the internet thing, was they go on a high gravity planet,
Ah,
and then they're there for like a few thousand years,
yeah.
and then they turn into like these little flat people. They call them the flat
Oh.
people because the gravity has smushed them all down.
Huh.
Oh,
You know,
interesting.
so they're all like,
Yeah. They're all short kings.
yeah, it's a bunch of short kings over
But
there.
wouldn't they'd be stronger than everyone else?
Right, but they'd be like real tiny, flat, little blob people.
I see.
They're more blobby looking. I don't know how much strength that involves,
Yeah.
but we're very moldable.
Okay.
You know, and I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Me too.
You know.
Gus, we gotta ask you about China.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
So how long were you there?
7.5 years.
Whoa.
Depending on your definition of China, because I was in Guangzhou for 2 years, Beijing for 3.5, and then Hong Kong for 1.5 years. Yeah. So if you count Hong Kong as China, then I guess 7.5.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one did you like the best? Hong
Which
Kong,
city?
probably.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I really liked Beijing.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was. It's a nice place when it's not obscenely polluted.
Yeah. How is the pollution?
The thing I think most people don't realize is it's not polluted all the time.
Right.
There's like polluted days, and then it kind of washes out with the
okay.
wind.
Uh-huh.
So when it was polluted, yeah, it sucked. It was, it's like being in LA on a bad day.
Were you just indoors on those days?
Yeah, just wearing masks and stuff. And
Ah.
but when it's nice, it's nice. It's very dry and like, yeah, it was just it's warm in the summer and cold in the winter, like here, and
Okay.
it's very flat, so it's very bikeable.
Oh, really?
and-
They get snow.
Yeah, they get snow. It's pretty cold in the winter, but but yeah, manageable. I like that you can get around in Beijing on your own power so easily. Like the bike lanes are like enormous.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah. Like the ones in front of Tiananmen Square are like, it's like 4 times the size of like an average avenue.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
So you can just like.
Got to make room for tanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Tanks all the time in Tiananmen Square.
Yeah.
But
also
yeah.
the people lighting themselves on fire. You don't want to stop traffic when that happens.
Right.
Does it get dust storms too? I've always wanted to go to
Dusty.
Beijing.
Yeah, a little dusty.
Because of the Gobi Desert, right? Don't they have a problem with that?
Yeah, dust flies in. Sometimes it's hard to tell the pollution from the dust, and most people don't even care.
So is it just like every day? What do you look out your window and you see like the air is green or something?
Yeah, yeah. I mean now
you see like little stink things in the air.
Well, it's like that guy from Peanuts. What's the guy from the kid with the stink lines on him?
Yeah.
Oh, Linus?
No, Linus was the piano player.
Oh.
No, that's
Pigpen.
Schroeder.
Oh, that was Schroeder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pigpen.
Pigpen has the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, they only started paying attention to it since 2008, I think, when the Olympics were there.
Uh-huh.
Is that when the Olympics were there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because before.
Really, they weren't paying attention before?
Yeah, or maybe it was when.
I feel like they knew that it was going on.
Yeah.
They just weren't doing anything.
Or maybe it was when the U.S. Embassy people started paying attention to it. I can't remember. There was some point at which people were like, "Oh shit, the air's bad here," and they started measuring the AQI, like the air quality index, and then it became a huge thing. Maybe it was before, because then they had to clean it up for the Olympics. Yeah, I think that's what happened. But anyway,
how do you clean that up?
Yeah,
With the air?
Yeah.
They're building that green wall by the desert. It's
of planting trees and shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's doing a lot of work. And
I
then
think so.
General pollution cleanup. New York used to be bad in the 70s.
Yeah. Well, I guess kill the factories?
Yeah, you move the factories and you put up a lot more trees and green space.
Oh,
and
okay.
that kind of helps filter it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Beijing is nice, and it's very like chill and laid back, at least from my perspective as a foreigner, because a lot of the other foreigners that moved to Beijing moved for the same reason as me, to like learn Chinese and to do weird hipster
So it's just
stuff.
a bunch of white people speaking Chinese real slow.
Did you all hang out together? You and all the white people?
No, I mean, not at first. I was when I got to Beijing, I was doing a master's program to become a Chinese teacher. So I was hanging out with mostly like Chinese people and Koreans and Japanese people that were doing the same thing.
Okay.
But then like a couple of years into it, I started doing comedy, and that's almost entirely white people doing that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
it was just a bunch of. But wait, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah. That's the difference between Beijing and like other cities in China, like Shanghai and Hong Kong, is that the people who moved there tended to be like finance people or like business people of some kind.
Who moved to Hong Kong and Shanghai?
Yeah, I mean, especially Hong Kong, but to a lesser degree Shanghai. Those people. If you have Turner Sparks on here, he will disagree with me about this. But like,
because he lived in one of those.
Yeah, actually, he lived in Suzhou, but it's part of the Shanghai.
Okay.
Area. But like the Beijing people tended to just be like nerds, I guess, or just like hipster nerds.
Got it.
But in Shanghai, it was more likely that you went there for business or to teach for a short amount of time or something. So I felt
Beijing's like the Portland, Oregon of China.
Yeah, that's what I think. And in Hong Kong, it's like, because I ran into this when I started dating my wife, is that she was like surprised and kind of weirded out that I knew Chinese. Because in Hong Kong, if you know Chinese, like you're up to something. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, why would you learn Chinese?
Oh, that's right. For a long time. His wife was like, I think he's in the CIA.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was dumb. 'Cause he was like, he always carries his passport, and he knows Chinese.
Whoa.
Yeah. And he went to Princeton. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that tracks.
Sure.
Yeah.
That does make sense. That sounds like a CIA recipe.
Yeah. I
Did
could still be.
That turn her on? I bet it did.
I did. I think it did. Yeah.
She's like, this guy's a fucking CIA
yeah.
agent.
Once I realized that she liked it, I kind of stopped trying to to convince her that I wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it helped me a lot.
You're like, do I need to take care of anything? Honey?
Yeah,
Did that
yeah.
man sass you?
He just disappear in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes home, blood on his fingernails.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry
She's
about it.
horny as hell.
Hell yeah. She's like, my God.
Yeah. If I were a spy, like she would blab it to high heaven. Like I'd never last.
Yeah.
I'd get killed because she would tell everybody.
She's a blab.
She's a blab.
So Beijing was like, is it artsy? Is it pretty? Or is it like
yeah.
very communist government buildings, boring?
No, I think it's pretty. Oh, sorry. When I say Beijing's laid back, I don't just mean the foreigners. I mean the people there too. It felt like Beijingers are less busy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Isn't that where the capital is?
It
Beijing?
is. Well, I mean, it's the governmental capital, but it's not the financial capital.
Can I ask you?
Shanghai is more of a
Let me.
financial.
Okay.
Yeah.
How? And I don't even know if there's a way for you to answer this.
Yeah.
How different does it feel living in a communist country than in a democracy?
Yeah.
Well,
you did stand up. You can't be saying this whatever you want.
right. Well, it's different now. I mean, they didn't really care what us foreigners said at comedy
Sure.
back then, but now they do.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't be up there like, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. No, you can't do that. You have to like submit scripts and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Before it was just Chinese.
No
people that did it.
riffs.
No riffs
Absolutely
allowed.
No riffs.
Yeah. I mean,
No
I'm sure
crowd
there's
work.
I'm sure there's people that get around it, but I
Unless you write it in.
yeah. You write it
And then
in.
he says fireman.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
go, that's gay.
Me and Turner used to talk about like how funny it would be if the censors are like punching up your jokes. Like they get it and you're like, nah, that's hack. You can't say that.
That'd be very funny.
yeah.
That's relatively new.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Turner and I had left by the time they started doing that, at least for foreigners. I mean, it was always risky to be a Chinese stand-up in China because they
yeah.
actually cared what they said.
Sure.
But for a long time, they
Oh.
just let us white people, I should say, and there were black people too that did this. I just mean non-Chinese foreigners.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't care what we said.
They were like, well, go for it. You're foreigners.
Yeah, or
anyways.
they didn't really know or didn't care or,
Do you think I would get in trouble because I'm Chinese enough?
You wouldn't get in trouble, no.
Okay.
You don't
Not-
think
well,
so?
Well, not, now you would, but when I
Sure.
was there,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
From 2010 to 2015, they wouldn't have cared.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
He's Filipino.
Yeah.
I'm part Chinese.
But they
You're
were
part Chinese?
Yeah, I'm an eighth, at least an eighth.
Ah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
You
What
lied-
happened?
You lied to Jeff.
Yeah. I
What
don't
happened?
like that.
It's new. It's brand new to me.
Is it brand new?
No, my grandma's dad was Chinese.
Were they slaves?
Oh.
And
Yeah,
then
what happened?
They just
Did you come over?
most of
Attack? Was there an
most
attack?
Filipino blood people. The genealogy of most Filipinos currently
Mm-hmm.
is you're either Malaysian or a mix of Malaysian and Chinese.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so then eventually China can take you over.
Yeah, we wouldn't even
You're Chinese.
notice.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of Malaysians are Chinese too.
Really?
Yeah.
Like sometimes when people say they're Malaysian, they mean like, wait, what even is Malaysian without the Chinese?
I don't know. Honestly,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
So
know.
so China can absorb Malaysia as well.
Yeah.
I did learn that there are some
Yeah, maybe.
Filipinos that are black,
Ah.
and they look like Aboriginals in Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really confusing when your nationality is also an ethnicity, because like a lot of people in Asia are like part Chinese, but they don't mean like part Chinese citizen. They mean like from way back, you know,
Yeah.
like Han Chinese. And then it's like, I mean, if you say that, then like half of Asia is Chinese, really.
Sure.
Because they colonized so much of
Yeah.
it.
So they're
Genghis
gonna-
Khan.
Genghis
Yeah,
Khan.
They're going to absorb all of Asia.
Right.
Yeah.
So then we got to buy Canada and Greenland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're all condensing.
I
Yeah.
heard that. I was talking with Matt Ruby because I saw him in Seattle,
Okay.
and he was in
Great.
Victoria, and there were people in Victoria, which is also a very liberal
I've been.
town.
Mm-hmm. Very pretty.
Where they were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get a gun because you Americans are gonna come after us."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're starting to scare the Canadians.
We turned Canadians into Americans.
Yes, let's
That's
go.
actually that's how America is gonna take over Canada, is by
With guns.
changing them mentally.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna goad them into it. Just one Canadian attacks us.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah.
So we're gonna take over Canada. What was I gonna say about Shanghai? You know what? Our Kiri Jeff Arcuri.
Oh, yeah.
We go on the road.
Yeah.
He was supposed to do Shanghai.
With
Canceled.
Kung Fu Comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He canceled because he had to submit a script.
Yep.
Oh, and he can't do that.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah.
like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So he canceled that show
Oh,
because they wanted a script of his act,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he
It's a
only has
bummer.
half of one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably the one thing I got to bleep of all.
Oh, sorry. I
Come
just.
on. That's your moneymaker.
Oh, sorry. I
I
didn't.
can't break the man's balls.
I just
What
said
is
yes
he- what is
blindly to
he?
that. I was like, yeah. Oh, wait. No. I love Jeff.
Yeah.
Sorry. I do love Jeff.
That's the hand that feeds you.
I don't care. This is America. This ain't China. I can say what I want.
Yeah. What if that he made that up? Like the censors actually saw it and they were like, we just don't like that. You know, we just don't like the whole thing.
Yeah.
that you're
He's
doing.
only doing a 25-minute show.
Yeah. I'm not scared of nothing. Jeff Arcuri looks like Winnie the Pooh. Cuff me.
Yeah, but 2008 to 2015, China was a great place to do comedy.
Okay.
And in 15, that's when Xi took over?
No, it's just when I left, but it around the same time. Yeah, they started to get more serious about.
When was Xi put in place?
I don't know.
Yeah, do you
It was
remember?
Were you there?
Were things different?
I think I was there when because when I got there it was Hu Jintao. I think.
Yeah?
I couldn't even tell you.
I think I got there when it was Hu Jintao. I mean, you're gonna need to check, but
Oh, let me ask you this. I was
Yeah.
curious. We talked about it. Didn't get an answer. Why do I think Chinese people specifically use the letter X so much?
Oh yeah.
Why are they? Why are they?
I'm so glad you
in
brought
their
this
words.
up.
I'm curious because in English we never use the letter X.
Right. Well, X in pinyin, which is the romanization of Chinese, is like it's a consonant that they use. Very similar to SH. But the problem is they have another SH.
I said this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe. Yeah. I think this was.
I
what
said
you're-
it's the closest. It's probably the sound of X is probably the closest to the sound that they use very often in their language.
Is that right?
Sorry, the sound. You mean SH is the closest to X? Wait, say
Well,
it
the
again.
sound that because the sound that they use for X
Yeah.
isn't exactly SH,
It's not exactly SH.
and I think the sound that they have adopted for the sound of X is probably used very often in the language because
Yeah.
it's kind of like a j, it's kind of like almost a J.
No. So X is sh, like Xi
okay.
Jinping is sh.
Okay.
And then you're thinking of like ZH, or okay. So wait. So there's
I
two.
might be thinking about ZH.
Yeah, the problem is that there's two SHs. There's two sh sounds in Chinese. One of them is retroflex, which is like, shao, or like shenanigans.
What'd you say, retroflex?
Your tongue is like curled back in your mouth.
Like what's it? The play, the dancing play. Shen Yun.
Yes.
Shenyun.
Shenyun.
Oh, I got some tickets for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see those indoctrinated children forced
Yeah.
to dance.
If the person who gave me those tickets is watching, I'm not giving them away. I'm gonna watch it. Sorry, the person who gave them to me was like, "You're gonna love it." I'm like, "Yeah, I will."
I bet it is probably.
Oh,
it's probably
sure.
a
It's
show.
probably
Yeah.
good.
And we are going to convert. This is going to be a
Oh,
different
yeah.
podcast.
I'm walking out
once we're
brainwashed.
done watching that.
Can't wait.
But to answer your question, yes, Shenyun, that's the retroflex one, and then the X is the palatal one. So it's when your tongue is like up
Oh.
at the top of the roof of your mouth. Shh. It's kind of like a hiss.
Oh,
so
I
they
see.
have two SHs, and
Correct.
we have one SH.
Yep.
So they needed another SH.
Yeah, they couldn't
And-
just write SH again. Well, actually, in other forms of romanization, not pinyin, which is the standard, in other ones that they tried before they settled on pinyin, they still write it SH, and it's determined by the vowel that comes after it, which you can also do. But the one that they adopted, pinyin, has a different letter, and they used X. Yeah.
X was
There's
okay.
SH and X. It's kind of like in like Korean has 3 G's and K's. You know what I mean? Like there's like G, and then there's GG, and then there's a K, and we hear them as like the same.
The same sound.
Like, yeah, but they're actually like, you ever hear like a Korean person say gochujang, and it sounds like kochujang, and you're like, isn't it gochujang? And they're like, no, it's they're like, that's what I said. And you're like, no, Do you know what I'm talking about at all?
No.
Anyway.
No idea.
We don't talk to
All
Koreans.
right.
I've never been in that position.
Anyway, there's two SHs, and the other thing that's confusing is there's two J's in exactly the same way. Like ZH is one J, and then J is one J.
Oh, got it.
So like Beijing, that's the palatal one.
Yeah,
Jing. It's like up at the top of your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's the other one's like more in your throat.
Correct. So when you
I
see
see.
ZHAO or something,
Zhao.
Xiao.
Jiao.
Ciao.
Yeah,
Ciao.
Jiao.
Yeah, everybody's getting it wrong when they say Zhao or like Zhao. It's not that. It's just a J.
Jiao.
Oh.
If you got a friend named
Oh.
Zhao, it's Jiao.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've always wondered because I was like, dang,
Yeah.
they really got a lot of mileage on our X.
Yeah. Yeah. And it makes it sound all
We got like
futuristic.
3
and-
words.
Yeah. It makes it sound like they're like from the future or something. Wow, they use a lot of X's.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
When I learned it at Princeton, they were using a different romanization where everything is there's no X's, and I don't think there's even any Z's. There might be a Z, but it looked like a completely different language, and that's part of why it was like attractive to me, because it felt like I was learning like German or something.
Oh.
I was like, why are all these Chinese people teaching German? I didn't actually think that, but
Yeah.
it felt like fresh to me.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
You find German sexy?
Yeah. I find German Chinese is sexy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to turn this into a bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to turn my nerdy
Riff.
tangent into a fun.
Riff, Gus.
That's
Riff.
Yeah.
honestly probably the smartest thing that's been said on this
Oh.
podcast.
No,
Hell
we've
yeah.
had some smart stuff on here.
Name one.
Let's see. What did we do? The popular episode, all the Filipino folklore. That was intelligent.
sure.
That was a good discussions.
Yeah.
That was a discussion about make-believe stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
This is
Yeah.
language that is definitely used by billions of people.
Sure. But my question got us here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm
Pretty
not saying-
smart
I'm
to
not-
see it.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Gus went on a tangent.
Yeah.
That was very smart, and I appreciate it.
Well, I answered my question that I've been curious about for a
Yeah.
while.
I do want to clarify. I'm not like a stickler for it. Like if I hear somebody say the wrong thing, I'm not like, whoa, you got to say it the way that the natives say
Yeah.
it or whatever, because I think that's crazy.
Yeah, so do I. That's why
Yeah.
I don't bother.
Yeah. But
That's why I just butcher languages.
Yeah. but there, the thing that gets me is when people like foreign it.
Oh yeah.
Hyperforeignization. Like it's like you could say a much easier thing that is available in English to you. But
I
you
also
instead-
think that's actually what gets a lot of people, like Americans or white people, in trouble when it comes to last names. Is that they try?
Oh, I tried too hard.
They try too hard.
Yeah.
Like
my name-
like croissant.
yeah. Well, and I'm
Can
like,
I get a
okay.
croissant?
Or le croissant.
croissant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like with my last name, everyone butchers it because they're putting too much stank on it.
What do they do with your last name?
They put like a Padua, like I don't know.
Well, isn't that just because in Shakespeare it's Padua? Like I've always heard it Padua. Like they say Padua High School in what is it? 10 Things I Hate About You. Yeah.
There's Shakespeare in your name.
You know what's interesting?
Yeah.
In Italy, it's Padova.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, Wilfred Padova.
yeah.
I say
Wilfred.
I go Wilfred Pandias.
That's funny.
Let's get. You want to get some advice?
Ooh.
You're loving these advice
I
columns.
love them.
You're really
A
enjoying
lot of
this.
fun.
All right.
Okay, this one's for Gus because he's a dad.
Ooh.
My ex refuses our 7-year-old sunblock, as she believes it causes cancer.
Sunblock causes cancer?
Yeah.
Not the sun?
Well,
This
yeah,
X, dumb as hell.
so they live in Australia. The sun is hot and UV index is extremely high. My ex, 38 male. Oh no, me, 38 male. Ex, 39 female. In the last year or so, now believes that all sunblock causes cancer and refuses to let our 7-year-old daughter wear it. We have 50-50 custody week on and week off.
That's fair. You get a sunburn 1 week and then you heal from it the next.
Yeah. It's a fairly new opinion of hers, and I'm guessing the influence of her new partner of 1 year. According to my child, both of them and his 2 kids, 13 and 16, aren't allowed to / don't wear sunblock, and all love sun tanning. They also live across the road from a beach, so are always out there. Yeah, so I'm worried for my daughter's well-being, the mental stress of it all that she will keep getting burnt, or even worse, her head will be filled with this nonsense.
Mm.
I mean, that's a pretty good worry.
Yeah.
In a pretty tricky situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you recently went suntanning.
Oh yeah, I have the I got the marks still from my underwear.
His he bought Chelsea, his wife, some suntanning sessions, right?
Oh, at
No,
a
I didn't
place?
get her. I just suggested it. She was feeling depressed and blue, and I was like, maybe you need some sun or something. She's like, I
Yeah.
can't get out of this depression. And I was like, you could try tanning.
You
I
know what she
people
can do is
that.
she can come over and just hang out on our roof with Teresa.
Your roof? You
Yeah.
can go up there?
Tons of sun up there.
Well, either way.
A little
I said,
chilly.
try that. Yeah, it's too cold. Well, it's
Yeah.
freezing outside. And I brought that up. She's like, oh, okay. So she went once, and she's like, I think I do feel a little bit more energized.
Okay.
And then another 2 weeks go by, and she's like, I think we're going to go again. Do you want to come with? And I was like, yeah, why not? And I go in there. They're like, how much do you want? 9 minutes? And I was like, just give me 7 minutes. I was burnt to a crisp.
Wow.
Oh, boy. I'm
don't-
still scratching.
Do they give you? They don't give you creams to put on?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Are you supposed to put on a cream before you go in
No.
there?
You're going in there to get the rays.
I don't know how.
You're
I
not
don't-
you're gonna put on suntan lotion when you.
Oh, you want
the thing
'cause
that's
that
supposed
blocks
to be
the
tanning
rays.
you.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, they didn't offer it, but I just went in there. I was like, I'll do 7. I thought that was a low amount. I was like, I
Yeah.
think I can take 7 minutes,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
enough to pep me up. But boy, oh boy, it burnt
Wow.
me, and
Dang.
I still got the tan lines from my underwear.
Ah.
I kept my undies on. I didn't want
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
burn the.
You can't burn the hog.
I don't want to burn the hog and testes.
Yeah. The
Just
hog.
a couple of grape tomatoes down there. No
Sun
thank
ripened
you.
tomatoes.
Yeah, right. Right in my butthole. No, I don't need that.
Well, you look great.
Well, thank
Must
you.
have done something.
Yeah.
It did. I mean, it does energize you. You know, get your
Oh, it
vitamin
does?
D cooking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what the sun's all about.
I've been taking vitamin D. I don't think it's really doing much for me though.
Yeah.
That's
same.
why people of color have a hard time in the winter.
Yeah. My
Oh.
personality is dry as hell in the winter.
Yeah, yeah. You should see Wilfred in the summer.
Yeah.
All pep.
He's
Life of
so
the party.
peppy.
Yeah. I'd be dancing at those white weddings for sure.
Mhm. But that's another one of the evolutionary things. That's why white people are so pale. You
Yeah.
go up north, less sun. We had to lighten up to
I know.
absorb it,
Ah.
Yeah.
and with the lighter eyes too, so we could see in darker. We got little natural.
Oh,
night
really?
Vision. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Huh.
So if you have like blue eyes or green eyes, you can see.
You can see I don't know how, but you can see a little bit better in the dark.
Man,
Wow.
But
you are the superior race.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Gosh.
But then if we go down south to the equator, we burn to a crisp,
Mm.
and the sun is too bright to see.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it's environmental.
Yes. Okay.
Like I remember I was in where was I? It was in the middle of the summer, but I was just like, oh, it's so freaking bright, I can't see. It was just too bright, I couldn't see shit. And then Alex Cuman, of Persian descent,
Sure.
dark brown eyes, had sunglasses. She's like, here, you can just wear my sunglasses. And I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, it just doesn't bother me as much.
That actually
Wow.
makes it because I mostly wear sunglasses to look cool, not because I really need it.
Yeah, we need them because we're mole people.
Oh
Cold mole people.
man, I had
got a
no
little-
idea.
I got a little desert person in me, so
Oh,
I like
really?
a hot, dry.
Oh, yeah, you got a Jew in you.
Yeah, I got a Jew in me.
Yeah. 40 years in the desert for you.
Yeah.
No problem.
Desert people is my favorite slur for Jews. I just think
Oh,
it's so
sure.
funny.
Yeah?
Like, in The Sopranos when he's like, there. Have you guys seen The Sopranos?
Yeah.
He's like negotiating or something, and Uncle Junior's like, see what I tell you about these desert people, or something like. Trying to
I didn't
negotiate
even
with
pick
these
up on
desert
that.
people. It's so funny. I don't know why, but just imagining.
That's funny.
Anyway.
My wife, half desert person.
Ah, there you go.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know that?
No, because you keep on raving about the fact that she's like a 16th black.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
Oh man.
1/8. I think it's higher. I think it's like an eighth.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
She's as
passing-
black as I am Chinese.
White passing grandmother.
I'm a Filipino passing man.
Filipino passing. You try to use a water fountain in the 1950s. Oh no, you can use this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, because it said no Chinese only.
That's funny. It's like
No Chinese, no blacks. And
Yeah.
the other one like, Oh no, he's Filipino. Yeah, get over here.
That'd be funny to do like a sketch about like all the different water fountains that they had, and like what if it was they literally had one for every type
Yeah,
of.
they got like
You try
50
to
water
hold
fountains.
on.
Just one guy just standing there. Mostly Persian over there.
Like trying to sort of.
Yeah, it's just one racist guy going, you look Argentinian, I think.
They have like the Harry Potter sorting hat.
Yeah.
Puts it on.
Oh, that's funny.
So what do we tell this guy?
I mean, he's in the right. I feel like this is an easy one.
I mean, he is in the right, but
How do you handle it? How do you handle such a situation?
Yeah, what do? You got a child.
Oh man, I mean, that's
Yeah, you
tough.
and Sarah break up. Sarah goes on to start dating an anti-vaxxer.
Sunscreen.
Yeah, she's dating RFK.
Ooh, that would be. I mean, I don't know. I have not considered this possibility. I feel like you got to just like put some on her before she goes, like slap some sunscreen on her before she goes over, and hope she doesn't notice.
What do you do about the conversation about this stuff? Because there's clearly a conversation on the other end that's happening where it's like sunscreen causes cancer, right?
Yeah.
What do you do about how do you converse with your child regarding that?
Yeah, I guess you got to like prove it to her somehow.
Well, yeah, I guess you got to have a conversation.
7-year-old daughter.
Yeah, you got to have a conversation with the partner here.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's coming from the new boo.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe you could be like, hey. Surely not all sunscreen causes cancer. Like, let's meet in the middle.
There are those ones that like they don't spread very good, and they leave like you look like you put clay on your face.
Yeah, like zinc stuff.
Yeah, what the ones that you get are like Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah, those have got to be non-cancerous.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe they can find some.
I think they're fine. You got it to be like, this is my child. This isn't you. Shut up. Take your crazy beliefs elsewhere. Yeah. And then if they're like, this is what I believe, like, well, you don't tell her that. And then you got to threaten lawyers. It's always lawyers with these situations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you could be like, they're putting my child in unsafe situations.
Yeah.
And I think you could argue that.
But then you got to hope that your judge is also pro sunscreen. Sunscreen, very divisive topic these days.
God, jeez Louise, everything gives you cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's like the sun gives you cancer.
Yeah.
So you're like, no cancer. Get this cancer.
Yeah. She could wear a big hat.
You can give her a big hat.
Yeah.
Giant hat.
Giant sun hat. Make sure she stays under a beach umbrella.
Yeah.
You can convert her to Islam.
Hey.
Put a burqa on her.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. It's a burqa choice.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, there's choices. What does the top comment say? Out of curiosity, what do we got?
What about mineral sunblock?
Oh,
there you go. Like the zinc stuff.
Yeah,
maybe she would be okay with that. That's a good idea. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Great.
Mineral sunblock.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
Do the other ones? Do they actually cause cancer then?
I don't think so.
Should I stop wearing sunscreen?
You know what? Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you.
What?
There's an embargo
cancer.
on Filipino goods.
Really?
Yeah. Remember that banana ketchup I gave you?
Yes.
Not allowed in the U.S.
Why not?
Wow.
Because there's some ingredient in there that the FDA decided.
Is it the red dye? They just banned the red dye.
It's red dye number 5.
Yeah.
Oh.
They got rid of you can't do that anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No more red dye.
Huh.
Here, I wonder if we can. Can I just play this?
I don't know. Probably. Look at this guy.
Might have just ruined Filipino food in the U.S. And now Filipino restaurants are trying to find any way out of this. Across the U.S. right now, many Filipino food ingredients are disappearing from shelves in grocery stores. And this is because the FDA just imposed a DWPE, detention without physical examination import alert, which automatically stops high-risk items from getting past the border. And now because of that, Filipinos and Filipino restaurant owners are panic buying bagoong, banana ketchup.
It's called bagoong, by the way.
Bagong.
Yeah. And banana ketchup, which you have.
And other ingredients. And according to one restaurant owner in Philadelphia, these ingredients are a staple in any Filipino dish. Now, this is all...
I wouldn't say any Filipino dish. Like, also, there's a lot of Filipino dishes where this is not necessary.
Yeah.
But anyways, there's an embargo on them. They're all being held at the harbor, and it's because of I forget. It's one ingredient that I guess all of these companies are trying to figure out a new recipe without it.
Really?
This preservative.
Oh wow.
I wonder if it's the red. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can
I
find
think
it.
he mentions it in this.
Does he?
Happening because these imported ingredients have a food additive called potassium iodate. For what it's worth, this additive is used in many other countries, but the Philippines were strongly affected. But basically, this additive is a dough strengthener that can interfere with thyroid function in large doses. There were also other ingredients that were flagged, so if you want to read, go ahead and pause it. But as of right now, Filipino restaurant owners cannot make authentic Filipino food because they cannot get these imports. That same restaurant owner I was talking about earlier from Philadelphia used to get jars of these for $3.50. And now these jars are going for almost $30 on eBay. Yes, these ingredients are still available in the US, but they're more expensive.
Yeah, so you can sell that open jar of banana ketchup.
Interesting.
You can flip that for $50 on eBay.
That makes sense why my thyroid's acting up. Wondering what was going on with my thyroid.
I heard that about like mustard oil. Like some Indian recipes call for like mustard oil, but they won't import it because it's something like that.
Oh, okay.
Where it's like bad for you somehow.
Yeah, potassium iodate. It's it's a authentic Filipino ingredient.
Yeah. What is it? Your potassium iodate fields?
I remember my grandma used to make potassium iodate fritters.
Yeah. They're mining their precious potassium iodate.
Yeah.
No, this is a white guy who's saying that it's like bad for, it's probably like discrimination and whatnot against Filipinos. But then I watched a Filipino person saying this is good for us.
Why?
Because now these companies are trying to create a recipe without it. So without the potassium iodate in it.
So that's good.
Yeah, in the long run, it's good. Just for the meantime, and this has been going on since October. You can't get any bagoong or banana ketchup.
So they're probably making the same stuff but using cheap chemical stuff to make it, as opposed to authentic stuff.
Say that again?
Like when they're making banana ketchup, they're probably like making it like corporate cheap
Sure,
chemicals.
yeah.
And this will be better because they're going to use, like the sunscreen.
Yeah, they're going to use zinc.
Zinc. Yeah, they use zinc now.
Sunscreen.
Zinc's good for you.
Yeah.
It's good for knocking out a cold. You should take zinc.
I'm at I'm at the point where I just like have to cough out all the phlegm.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
zinc's good for that type of
Yeah.
stuff. So you can't. My banana ketchup's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, it's worth a lot of money.
Well, I mean, they got rid of. I think Europe banned like Skittles
Oh, really? For what?
because there was some kind of chemical in those.
Huh.
Granted, you need to eat like 10,000 Skittles for it to be
Yeah.
poisonous.
Well, Europe has also always had higher
Right.
laws on.
And this
whatever
is
food
probably
is
another one of
natural.
those things. Like if you ate like 50 full jars of banana ketchup, you probably would get sick
Yeah.
Yeah.
in your thyroid. Your thyroid would explode.
Well, and we talked about MSG last week, and
Jesse was like, "You're so weird." I was sprinkling it on things.
Oh, yeah. I do that sometimes. Don't tell my wife.
it's delicious.
It's
Yeah.
so good. I was like, "Chelsea, try it." She's like,
Yeah.
"No, you're weird."
Yeah.
I bought this is before I left. Before I left this past weekend to do shows and whatnot on the road.
Uh-huh.
And it was the last night, and I was like, ooh, I'm going to have a special, you know what? I went to the supermarket, and there's a guy that makes sushi, like, right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of sushi. And then she gets home, she goes, pops in the shower, and I lay it all out on a plate, like a big tray of all the, like a lot of sushi. It was, and then she comes out, she goes, oh, and I go, look at this. Because she's like wondering what we're going to do for dinner. And I was like, I actually had it the whole time. I was hiding it. And she goes, oh, that's so sweet. Ah, I just wish I liked fish.
Damn.
You didn't know that about it?
I was like, what do you mean? I thought, and she's like,
You're married now.
but we've had sushi before
Oh.
in like restaurants.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
never realized. She was like, yeah, I only get like the shrimp ones and the
the-
avocado
like the cooked ones.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, you don't like fish?
Yeah.
Damn.
I was like, this is all tuna and salmon sushi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So you throw some MSG on there?
But yes, I did. I sprinkled some MSG on because I ate all the sushi. She didn't want any.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
It is good. You ever eat like a bunch of sushi? Woo-wee.
Oh, I meant MSG, but yeah,
And
I
she
bought
also
a
very
bag
good.
last week.
nice.
That's what all of our guests they go home with a bag.
Yeah, you get a bag of MSG.
A
Yeah.
little thing of MSG.
Nice.
What do you sprinkle your MSG on?
I haven't used it that much, but on like vegetables that I've like stir fried. When I use the Sichuan
Really?
peppercorns that I have, I also put a
Oh,
little.
okay.
Ooh.
I've actually only done this twice.
How many Chinese dishes? What's the percentage of Chinese dishes that are being cooked in your white household?
Oh no, not that many.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've tried to. I do the green beans. You know, the like wok fried green
Yeah, yeah.
beans. I've done that twice, but no, we don't. I mean,
Last night I started thinking that Teresa's probably sick of Asian dishes
Why?
because I make her cook Asian all the time.
You make her cook Asian?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
I pay all the bills.
Yeah.
I'm allowed
How dare you make that white woman cook for you? Cook your heathen food.
your savagery.
your gloops and stews.
Gloops is hilarious.
I'm just outside the window pounding. No! You son of a bitch.
Don't taint that white woman's
Yeah.
delicate stomach with
Wilfred sitting in the floor lighting incense. You son of
Just lighting myself on fire. It's an Asian pastime.
Oh gosh. No,
Yeah.
the kind of Chinese food that Sarah likes is only the Cantonese kind, like only dim sum, like shrimp
Oh, okay.
dumplings, and
Sure,
like
yeah,
so. It's stuff that I cannot make. I can't be just folding a little shrimp dumpling all day.
Wait, what are
Yeah.
the two kinds? Or the multiple kinds?
No. Oh, you mean of Chinese
The
food?
Cantonese kind is...
Szechuanese is a kind.
Yeah, no, I just mean you know how there's like what you think of as Chinese food in America,
Uh-huh.
And then there's like dim sum.
Mm-hmm.
She only likes the dim sum part, and within that only the shrimp dumplings basically,
Oh, okay.
because she's like
Oh,
gluten
okay.
intolerant. So
What's the American Chinese closest
She also
to?
doesn't eat meat, so that also narrows it down.
yeah, that's true.
She doesn't eat meat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bummer.
Divorce.
I know. I was thinking about it. I'm thinking about it harder now. That's why I'm looking at the camera. She's not gonna watch this.
No, she'll watch.
No, it's. I mean, it is hard to cook for her because she doesn't eat meat or gluten. So it's like usually like restaurants will like compensate the lack of one with the other. They're like, we're a gluten-free restaurant, but we got tons of steak. Or,
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But hey, we don't have meat, but like we got lots of bread. So it's like both. What was I saying though? Oh, which is it closer to?
Oh, yeah, the American Chinese.
Yeah, I mean it's.
So I
like
know it's like America, like that's not over there.
right. Well, I mean some stuff is like
General Tso's chicken.
General Tso's chicken is not. That's a North American invention.
Yeah.
But
That's American
Kung
as
Pao
hell.
chicken is real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called Gong Bao Jiding, and it's real. It's really good. That's one of my favorite ones. And then
and that's
What's the-
Cantonese or no?
no, that one's like.
Did you eat
Sichuanese.
anything real
Oh.
real exotic?
Yeah, I ate some exotic stuff.
Don't say it.
I had dog.
You son of a bitch.
I did try it. I tried dog.
No.
It was not. I'll try
We have to
anything.
bleep that.
Yeah, I tried one dog soup, and guess what? It wasn't that good. It wasn't good. I tried horse too. I tried like it was like preserved horse.
Yeah?
like
You
horse
said,
jerky.
wait, hold on, stick to dog real quick.
Yeah.
Wasn't that good?
No, it
What
was
kind
like
of dog?
I don't know. I mean, they don't
Oh,
tell you. They don't have a
God.
picture of it on the. It wasn't like corgi stew or whatever.
Yeah, they have different types of.
Yeah,
Honestly, corgi would probably be one of the tastier ones.
maybe. Oh, dude, when my family visited China, it was in Guizhou. No, Guilin. Yeah, in Guilin. It was like right from the airport. My sisters had never been to China before, and like we were like on the airport ride to the hotel, and like I had sort of been thinking like, oh, I hope they don't see anything too fucked up, like that like scares them about. I basically like reassuring, like, no, you guys are like really safe, like it's this big city, like it's fine. And then right before we get to the hotel, this guy on a motorcycle with the back of it was just loaded up with dog carcasses. this high, like up to his head. And I mean, it was like grizzly. It was the kind of thing you'd have to like blur out if you saw it on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Just with their like tongues lolling out of their
Oh
heads.
no!
And,
Oh,
like, it was bad. And like I had to spend.
Were
like,
they like skinned or
yeah,
like?
skinned dog
Oh
carcasses.
God,
It was bad.
what a nightmare!
Yeah, so I probably ate one of those one of those dogs.
Okay. All right.
But it's like it's not good. It's like, is this even worth it?
I feel like it'd be gamey or like tough.
It was stewy and gamey.
Huh.
But that was not all the time. I just wanted to try it just to gross out Americans.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I would try it once.
Yeah.
Are pet dogs a thing?
Oh yeah. People have pet, and people disagree about the ethics of eating dog within China.
There's a debate over there.
Yeah, like some people think it's wrong there too.
I was gonna say it'd be hard to have a pet dog.
Yeah.
And also eat them.
Right. But I remember one time in Guangzhou when I was teaching that we were like I was talking to some students and I was saying, like people think crazy things about, like Americans have preconceptions about Chinese people eating weird stuff like dogs and cats and stuff, and everybody goes, we don't eat cats, and like everybody was like, whoa, cat, we don't eat cats, and I was like, oh, sorry, right, I mean dog. And then there was like one kid that was like, I eat cats, like he was like, yeah, my family eats cats. It's like, what, you guys don't eat cats? He's from some village where they eat cats or something.
Oh man.
Yeah. So like people eat some weird stuff.
Which are things that we eat that they're like, Americans eat that?
Probably, yeah. I can't think of anything, but yeah, I'm sure there's
chicken wings.
Yeah. Oh, right. There was one time I was eating like a sandwich for lunch, and one of my Chinese classmates was like, "Oh," because like she was like, "Oh, you didn't have anything for lunch?" I was like, "I'm eating it was like a PB&J that I made myself," and she was like, "Oh, you couldn't get a real lunch?" And I was like, "This is my lunch." But she was like, "Oh, well, we usually consider like if you're not eating a hot lunch, you must be having a bad day or something. Like you didn't." Nobody made a hot lunch for you, or you weren't able to take the time. It's like a last resort.
Yes.
Really?
But for me, it's like this is exactly what I want to be eating.
But not made with love.
Not made with love.
Yeah.
Like they don't like things that are like cold usually. I mean, there's like cold appetizers, but like salads are weird because it's not a cooked.
They don't
vegetable.
do cold foods.
Yeah, not usually. I mean, there's exceptions like like cold pickled things. They do that, but like just like lettuce is weird by itself to them. Like, I mean, like cold lettuce. They would think like, ooh, you got to cook that.
You know what it probably is all the night soil going on.
The nights, the poop?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the poop.
Like you gotta cook the shit out of your food.
Yeah, we eat a lot of cold foods.
Yeah.
Sandwiches, salads.
Yeah.
We put ice in our waters, which a lot of people don't do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cold food people.
Yeah.
Cold food and cold eyes.
Yeah.
Cold eyes, cold skin.
There was also a lot of stuff about like, oh, you don't want to eat that because that's like they would say shanghua, like inflammatory, I guess is the word. Like some foods are like pineapple is it will like inflame your fire or whatever. It has no basis in like actual medicine, but they'll be like, oh, that's you don't want to eat that with that. Like you can't have mango and I don't know, green beans together because that's inflammatory.
Oh, like don't mix things. But pineapple's still on the menu.
Yeah, I'm not explaining this properly, but like they'll say like if you're sick, oh, you shouldn't have like ice water or something because it's like that'll cool you down. There's this.
I mean that makes sense.
My mom has that like nonsensical science going on in her brain all the time.
The Eastern medicine, like
yeah.
Like whenever you're sick, you drink 7-Up. What?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's over here. Remember, we get sick, they go, have some Vernors, ginger ale.
Yeah, ginger ale.
Burners.
Yeah,
that's a Michigan thing, right?
Yeah, it's a Michigan thing.
I love
Yeah.
But that's not too. I mean, that's similar.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, everybody's got something like that, but
But they don't do pineapples. Their cum must be nasty.
I'm making that up. Whew, let me tell you.
Yeah. Tell us about it.
I've sucked some Chinese dicks, and there ain't no pineapple in there.
yeah.
They need to.
Tastes like dog.
Nothing makes your cum taste worse than a couple of dogs. A couple of Saint Bernard. All right. Sorry. Wait, what was I going to say? Oh, they like, I went through this thing where like I was trying to help like another American that was like, couldn't have caffeine. And they were like at a milk tea station. They were like, can you just ask them what doesn't have caffeine in it? And I did. And they were like, nothing. Nothing here has caffeine. And I was like, but this is tea. And they're like, yeah, tea doesn't have caffeine. And I was like, but it does. Like tea is caffeinated. And they were like, no. And I had to like pull out Wikipedia and show this guy. And they were like, oh. And I asked a bunch of other Chinese people. And very few, like only like the nerdiest of Chinese people. Again, this is like in 2016 or 13 or whatever. would admit that tea has caffeine in it.
Huh.
Because to them, it's like it's got like teaine, but caffeine is only for coffee.
Oh,
Even though that's
okay.
just scientifically not true. Like the molecule is in
Sure,
tea.
but-
They don't consider caffeine in tea because it's like a weaker. It's like that's barely caffeine.
And they're
I
all
guess.
constantly drinking it, so it must be normalized to them. Like they probably
Yeah.
don't feel it.
I think they don't
as
feel
much.
it, or they just think like, wow, that's a lot of like, I'm just invigorated by the power of tea or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh.
But
Green
most-
tea. That's probably. I bet that's what it is. There's like green tea makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
it's
really
caffeine.
just the caffeine,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
have no idea.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
yeah.
Or no, like I mean, I kind of think similarly in a bit.
Yeah.
To where I'm
The
like, yeah,
tea-
have a cup of tea. I'll drink tea at night, or
Yeah.
like in the middle of the afternoon. I'm like, it's got caffeine, but it's
And that's
not
what-
coffee.
At
Right,
some
right.
point, they thought like Coca-Cola was good for you
Yeah.
because it made you feel good because of all the sugar and the caffeine in it.
Coke is good
cocaine.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets the rust off of metal,
That's true.
cleans your insides out.
We got to wrap up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Gus, Gus has one of my favorite specials. on
Oh, thanks, buddy.
YouTube. Top Gus. We're gonna link to
Love
it, on everything.
Sweet.
But yeah, check out Gus. Follow him. Gus Tate.
Yep. Gus Tate on all the stuff.
That's so crazy.
Thanks.
There's no other Gus Tate. You were the first one to it.
Yeah. Oh, well, on all the social media stuff, but not on Gmail. I didn't get gustate@gmail.com.
There's
I'm
another
s-
Gus
I'm
Tate.
still sore about it. Yeah.
So what's
Yeah.
yours?
I'm gustate08@gmail.com.
Oh, you had to put numbers in.
Yeah.
Send him
You
an
didn't put your full
email.
name? Yeah, email him.
I found him because if you sorry, I know we got to wrap up, but if you type in the address, if somebody else sends an email to both people, you can see their little picture. And I was like, that's him.
Yeah.
And I reverse Google image searched it, and I like found him. He's a wakeboarding instructor in Buenos Aires, and his name is Gustavo Tate or something.
Oh,
Wow, he's
Yeah.
living such a better life.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he
probably
is.
he's probably just living
He's
it
probably
up. and-
he's living it up, and he made so much money off of that email address.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Gustavo?
It's something like It's
Wait,
like,
are you a Gustavo?
no, I'm a John Augustus.
Whoa,
Augustus.
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 Oh, yeah, that's some
White.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's 1700s.
yeah.
That's a family who's been here since the beginning.
Yeah. Actually, it was named after the guy who built the Brooklyn Bridge, John Augustus
Oh.
Roebling.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So a New Yorker,
all
I
right.
think.
All right.
It was named after the Toys R Us giraffe.
Jeffrey. Wait, isn't that G? I was like, wait a second.
All right. Thanks.